Hello and thanks for tuning in to Jack's FSX videos. In today's video I'm going to show you how you can improve your landings in FSX. What you're seeing here is more or less the correct way to land. First I'm going to show you a no flaps landing. Some people do think that the landing with no flaps makes a much smoother landing. It's not actually true. Now here I'm coming in at about twice the speed of a normal landing, like the one that you just saw, at about 280 knots, when you shouldn't really be above about 165 knots for a landing. This aircraft size should be coming in at about 140 to 150 knots. Now when the aircraft touches down, it might bounce a bit and it's having a pretty rough journey down the runway. This plane or flight simulator isn't really that realistic, as most aircrafts will just go right off the runway, or in worse weather conditions it would skid off. Even though I'm applying full brakes, spoilers, reverse thrust, it still wouldn't make it. A lot of the time on videos, aircrafts, as seen here, lift the nose of the aircraft up as a flare. You should not do this in the air. It can stall the aircraft, and you should be using a glide towards the runway. What you're seeing here is the aircraft coming in so close to the ground, so it has to lift up the nose even higher and apply power to the engines as the aircraft just stalled. This is the only way to correct this kind of situation. So when you're on approach, don't lift the nose of the aircraft like a flare. Also, if you find yourself too close to the ground, the best thing to do is go around, and it's also much more realistic to do that. And as you can see, it's much harder to land, and the aircraft does come in for a very bumpy landing. Many people believe that having a rapid descent towards the runway is a good technique to land, when it's actually more of a pilot error. When rapidly descending towards the ground, we all know that we have to pull back on the stick and apply power to the engines and reduce flaps slightly. You can apply full throttle and go around, or you can apply less power to correct the situation. In this case, the pilot applies a small amount of power. He then gains altitude, so he puts the power to idle and pushes the nose of the aircraft down towards the runway to reach the touchdown point. However, more often than not, a pilot will still miss the touchdown point, as you can now see. If you do find yourself on a rapid descent towards the ground, the best thing to do is go around. It's not good to apply power to the engines when you're so close to landing, so try to avoid this. Finally, you always need to consider other options, like going around. If you're too high on approach, or not in line with the runway, coming in too fast or too slow, you need to go around. So you need to apply thrust to the engines, retract flaps and gears, and pull back on the stick. Also contact ATC if you're using them, as they can help you get back onto the approach and guide your way around the area. So thanks for watching this video on how to improve your landings. Stay tuned for more episodes coming out this week, as episodes will be released every day this week. Thanks for watching, and see you next episode.